All right, well, we're segueing from our first Friday actually into Bissell anniversary and a whole idea to keep us nice and pest-free in the home. That's what we're celebrating over this next hour. Then, of course, your final opportunity on My Pillow is coming up a little bit later. And I know if you're a huge fan of Mike Lindell, like I have been and like my dad has been for years, he's going to want to meet and greet you. We're huge fans of our BFF in the home. How you doing, Alexandra?
How are you? How is everyone?
Good to see you.
What a great day it's been, because we've really been talking about staying healthy and clean.
Yes, we have.
And as your home BFF, I'm here to help you get that deep down clean in your home with the Raycop. This is our RS2. It is our most powerful, strongest, not just a vacuum, but a fabric sanitizer. So I'll be explaining all of the benefits, but bottom line, if you suffer from allergies, itchy skin, itchy nose, watery eyes, sometimes you can't even open your eyes, everything is itching in the morning, it's probably your allergies that are caused by the dust mites. Did you hear our caller in the last hour
I did.
say she was allergic to dust
actually,
mites?
yes.
Everybody has dust mites in their home. They are translucent. They feed off of our, dead skin cells. And look at how Raycop just picks everything up. And you know what's beautiful? I can also move over and do the pet bed very easily. We'll do a little bit more of that in a moment. I can drop down. This has 3 speeds. I've dropped it down to the normal speed. Weighs 10 pounds. See how ergonomic it is?
It is. And
I
you know
love
what,
this.
Alexandra, just to back up for a moment, and Charlie, I don't know if we have a graphic to support this or not, but we're not only vacuuming them up, but you are killing the stuff that you don't want in your bed. So this is more than just taking that, mattress, a tool to your mattress or your upholstery. It's killing and removing.
It's a 3-pronged approach. So this film is going to show you very quickly how this works. The dust mites, the Environmental Protection Agency estimates over 10 million. Look at all of those dust mites that are inevitably, definitively in all of our beds, our upholstery, our chairs, pillows that can't be laundered. And those are the dust mites. They're translucent. They have fecal matter. They lay eggs that are unhatched eggs. And then they also have carcasses because they die. Now, all of that is contributing and really a big part of of why you have allergies. This was developed by Dr. Michael Lee. His company is now in Japan, and he's an immunologist, allergy doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're going for your allergy shots. And he determined that more than 90% of allergies are caused by these allergens, but primarily caused by the dust mites. So come on over, and I want to show you, it doesn't matter if your textiles, if your bedding is on or off. So if you choose to pass your Raycop just a few minutes on that surface, on that surface, just a few moments, it doesn't matter if the sheets are on or off, because it's perfectly calibrated. The way that it's calibrated, you turn this on, you just push 3 seconds, and now it's on for our heavy fabrics. So this would be for the mattress. Now, if it was a super powerful vacuum, these beads would be sucked into the unit. It's just the right amount of suction so that it's pulling the large particles into the big filter, and then we have the HEPA filter. Then we have a second setting, which is called normal. So that would be for your throws or some of your pillows. And then we also have it on delicate. Delicate is for your very fine fabrics, but you can see how it's calibrated. Now, what's going on here, you also have, look at the size.
Oh, wow. That's a huge surface area.
Look at the size. This is a 9-inch UV light. The UV light is going to slow down all of the movement of the unhatched eggs.
It is.
That UV light, and it's UVC, which is a particularly strong spectrum and works in 1 second.
I think the video really, when a picture says 1,000 words, it is definitely the case with this. So here's the technology at work, and then at some point we will show you the quantity left. So I think it's important that people understand, Alexandra, customer pick, perfect reviews. There are only 200 of these. This is what people are reacting to.
Now, this is not lice. This is a completely different type of species, okay? But to me, it feels like lice or louse you start talking about fecal matter, dust mites, translucent animals that I cannot see, that, you know, if you're a mom and your child has ever had lice, I mean, what a horror. So this is in our pet beds. It's in all of the fabrics. Now, I showed you that light, how it is a 9-inch light, okay?
Yep.
So it's got the calibration, that nice long light. It also has the brush. That brush is rolling to really help pick up some extra debris. It has a dual filtration. This is the large filter that gets filthy, dirty so quickly, it will shock you. And then we have the HEPA filter, those tiny little microorganisms, things as small as 0.03.
Wow.
You might think you buy a wand. These wands, this is so funny. Do you see how little that light is? Look, can you
Right.
see that light? Now, I'm supposed to take this microscopic tiny light and pass this over my entire bed. Then what? Then you're going to put a mattress cover, some type of plastic that gets you warm.
Yep.
You're going to suffocate, and then you're going to be sleeping on all that matter that has now suffocated inside the pillow? I don't think so.
See, that's just it. So there's nothing else in the market that we're aware of that actually not only kills the problem at the source, removes the carcass, so removes the debris and shakes them, and then helps you basically maintain that bug-free environment forever. So whether you suffer from allergies like I do, in fact, it's funny, Alexandra and I were, before the show, we were talking, there's been like this respiratory thing that's been going around at HSN. And certainly this is no cure treatment for, you know, colds, allergies, flus, you know, et cetera. However, what we forget is sometimes we're having a reaction not necessarily to our people, pets, and the fabrics, as much as we are those doggone little critters that are living in our most intimate areas, where your face is pressing, where you're breathing against, hopefully, you know, your nice concierge collection sheets or what have you.
Look at these decorator pillows.
Right, or your decorator pillows, exactly.
You know, you can wash my pillow and throw my pillow into the washing machine, and that's awesome. I love that. But what do you do with this? You can't necessarily wash any of the, you know, some of your textiles, your decorator pillow. But if this was a regular vacuum, and it had that powerful suction, do you think I would want to put my very own sequenced pillows or some of my favorite throws? The other thing, I want you to see what I'm doing. This is like how the bakers actually live in my home. I'm your home BFF, and I want things to sparkle like a diamond. But let's get to the heart of the matter. Let's get to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem, the dust mites are in the mattress. They're in the fabrics, the pillows. You cannot wash the mattress. You cannot wash the upholstered chairs.
You can't.
You know, we can wash the pillow, that's great, but we can't wash those bigger items that really have those dust mites in them. So this is going to allow you to expose them to that UVC light, expose them to that pulsating pad, and then be able to extract them, remove them, eliminate them from your upholstery. I run my Raycop, I keep it on the stand. I'm gonna show you what you get. I keep mine on the stand. Look at the 10 million dust mites.
Wow.
Look at these 10 million little critters that are definitively, assuredly in your bed. If you're alive, you are shedding dead skin cells. Those are what the little flakes that you see. Dandruff, dander from our pets, same thing. You pass the Raycop, nice and simple, back and forth. It's just kind of satisfying.
It is.
You pass it back and forth. It can be on the bed that's already made. When I come home at night, and I love Queen Elizabeth, my dog, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and I'll say, Troy, was she on the bed? I can see some of her hairs. I sleep better knowing that it took me 2 minutes to pass this so that you don't have that hacking cough, your eyes don't wake up bothering you. This is the solution, completely revolutionary. Not all the American homes have it. It's a completely new appliance that is a must-have if you are suffering from allergies and you feel like, what am I going to do besides air filters and mattress suffocants or even those caustic sprays? Those are chemicals, not for you.
Absolutely. So Adam, if we could show that quantity left one more time. Remember, this was a late-breaking, I'll trade you. It was a late-breaking addition to our show. So we have actually fewer than 200 This is our deluxe version. Always a customer pick, always a customer favorite. And I think once people get this at home, Alexandra, that's where it really hits home. It's kind of like you don't get it until you get it kind of thing.
I'm not even embarrassed to show you this because it's kind of like showing you dirty mop water, but I don't have a mop. Okay, or my dirty Sienna Luna pad from my steamer, okay?
Exactly.
This is the dust cup from the baker's, my bed, that has pristine, clean, everything is immaculate. I pretty much change my sheets twice a week because once a week is just not enough for me.
Wow.
And when I pass, I mean, are you seeing this? Look at that.
Holy cow.
When I pass Raycop one time, I just kind of go back and forth just in 2 to 3 minutes. I just feel, and I see this, my husband's always appalled, like, oh my God.
Like that was
and I'm like, between my hair, your hair, dander, the dust mites. Now, how do you clean it? You just run this underwater. I use the pads of my fingers. I just like to just pass it back and forth, but it does come with the little cleaning brush. You'll just clean that, turn it upside down like this to air dry. This unit is giving you an additional filter. And then remember, you've got that HEPA filter that is at the base. That only has to be replaced like every other year. What you do is you're going to pop a clean, pop your filter right back in, and then you put it right here. And this is, look, it says Baker. That's from my house, okay?
Funny.
I had to mark it because I make sure I go up,
so
go
that
back.
they don't take yours.
And then, here's really important, the chairs. You need this for your upholstery. You need this for all of those items. You just wait 3 seconds. You must do the upholstery.
Oh, for sure.
You're gonna sleep so much better. You're going to know that you've done all that you can for your family so that you don't suffer anymore.
Well, Alexandra, it's always great to see you. Are you going to get a little rest before you're back?
I am going to get a little rest. I feel badly telling America you're going to take a shower, be all nice and clean, and then you're getting into your bed, and now you've been educated that you're not alone.
I know. You know what? I promise you'll be thinking of Alexandra when you crawl into bed tonight. You really will.
That's usually not the way I want to be thought of.
Exactly. Well, thank you, my dear. Always great to have you here.
Likewise.
Hey, don't hang up. Remember, we have fewer than 200 of our cop, and that is on a first-come, first-served basis. I know if you're looking at your cable guide, I wanted to be spending the entire hour with Miss Jenny Bond because I loves her. But everything in the Bissell anniversary has been so popular. This is the star of the show. That's the name of the show. You're the star, Jenny.
Bissell, it's the revolution.
Bissell. It is. Well, of course, if you're a huge fan, we would love to say hi to you. You're doing us free shipping. You're doing everything. And this, my friends, we can actually legally say will out-clean the big guys.
The leading rental unit. This is the revolution. This is Bissell's biggest, they're their best deep cleaner, and it's because it's got all the features that you wanted. No more renting a machine, no more hiring a professional, having it in your house and having the very best. So I'd like to start off with this, okay? A little bit of every carpet, because if you're just vacuuming and you're not deep cleaning, I want you to watch through the front, because we have that clear foot here. You're gonna see the dirt and the grime coming out.
And I love this because as Jenny does this is a real, I love this representation because it's a true test track. Those are the different types of flooring and carpeting areas we're gonna have. You've got your wall-to-wall. You might have some kind of textured or area rug. You've got Berbers. You've got high pile. You've got low pile. Chances are, if your home is like most of us, you've got lots of different carpet heights and lots of different types of surfaces. And the genius behind this, Jenny, is I think for a lot of people, they think, oh, I got to get that big rental if I really want to get my house clean.
And that's what we've always thought before. And so you can see the difference here. I mean, messes don't always happen on a Monday morning, and you can take care of them. They happen all the time. And it's all about really taking care of what is really the biggest investment in our home. You can see here all the oil and the grime that the deep cleaner was able to pull out. And not only did it bring out the dirt that you saw, what's great about the Revolution, it's one of those machines that's so powerful, you're not gonna have moisture left on the floor. Now let me show you all the things, because for our anniversary month, they really put it all together.
They did, okay. So, this, you know what's so funny? When I was looking at this earlier, I thought, oh, these are the pieces you buy separately.
Exactly.
I mean, because that's,
know.
you know, we call them if purchased separately, you know, are also available. And that, I really thought, oh, okay, now how much is this brush?
Exactly.
How much is that
This
brush?
is actually all included. So
This
when
is
I came out, I was like,
included.
oh, yes. So this is the best, and I'll walk through the machine. You're going to be getting the 3-in-1 stair tool that's going to allow you to professionally detail all aspects.
I like that.
The actual foot, the side, even the front of your stair, because it moves around.
Yeah.
This is your tough stain tool. This is going to be your go-to.
Okay.
This is your pet stain deep reach tool that's got these rubberized needles that injects the formula into the pad of your carpet.
Oh, neat.
You're getting the longest hose that Bissell offers for their deep cleaners.
Nice.
You're getting not 1, not 2, but 3 formulas today. So you're getting the antibacterial for that deep clean. You're getting the oxy that's going to remove the set-in stains, the old stains, the pet stains, and you're getting the professional formula that's going to get the job done. Now this is how the machine works. 2 tanks, easy peasy, because it has heat wave technology. So you're just gonna take this tank right to your sink. You're gonna fill it with the hottest water that you can. You're just gonna add 2 ounces of the formula.
Okay.
You pop it right in here, and that heat wave technology starts working because you're gonna be maintaining the heat from room to room, and that's where you get those professional results. The on button is right here, so let's watch this. 1 push, and that's your dirty water tank. Okay?
Right. And I love that the dirty water is always separate from the clean water. And notice what Jenny keeps saying, the heat, the heat, the heat. And that is one of the things that really separates this from the pack. Because you are maintaining that heat, I mean, it only makes sense that your carpets are going to get cleaner, and certainly cleaner than the #1 rental in America. It only makes sense to me because my dishwasher runs on super hot water. When I really want to get my whites nice and bright, you use really hot water.
That's how we do our hair,
exactly.
our clothes, because the heat actually works with the Bissell formula. Bissell's been around since 1876, and they have a team of scientists that are working to give you this kind of suction, to give you this kind of scrubbing. Just look at the difference. Now, I like to show this. This is a very high pile carpet. Watch my fingers go in, and when I say high pile, I just mean really, really deep. It's really lush.
Yeah.
It's that soft carpet. But watch, I was able to deep clean it, pulling out that moisture. Look at that here. But you see how I was able to do that rounded edge?
Yeah.
What I love about this, the Revolution is going to work like your vacuum cleaner.
Oh, sure.
You've got those extra large wheels. So if you've ever rented that clunky machine, and let's talk about that, okay? Whose funk is that? Who rented it before you? Did they actually ever go ahead and rinse it out? Probably not. When you get your Revolution home, I promise it's kind of like just
Is it wrong? That's actually turning my stomach a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, as you were dumping that out, I'm like, ooh, that actually makes me a little queasy.
Yeah. But this is what's in our carpet.
But you know what's so scary about that? The carpet didn't look that bad.
See, and a lot of us, they don't.
Look that bad. So if you can see debris or if you can see discoloration, oh, trust me, it's a lot worse than you really even know. And that is not to be disrespectful or to, you know, anything of disdain, but I gotta say, there's more stuff in your carpet than you realize. And by the way, part of the reason we love this so much is it's more than just carpet. It's your upholstery, it's your pillows, it's, yes, your area rugs, it's detailing your car.
It's the best
your
for that.
mattress, it's
All
your
of those
baby
things.
seat, all of those
Well, see, and if
things.
you rent a machine or you've had those professionals come, what happens is you pay a price, maybe it's $199 for a rug and a couch. But what happens is when they come and they start cleaning that, they know that everything else is gonna start looking dirty. So then it's ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. When you get the Revolution home, it's all yours. You deal with it when you want. And what they've done here, and this is personally my favorite feature, because sometimes you have people coming over and you're like, ugh, my carpet's terrible. Well, Bissell said, let's go and take care of that. Because what they've added, you have deep clean, that's when we out clean the leading rental unit, but with 1 push of the button here, I'm now in express clean. And let me show you what that means. In express clean, you're gonna be able to clean your carpets and they're gonna be dry in under 1 hour.
Oh, are you kidding?
Deep cleaning the highest pile carpet. So I have a piece of paper down here and I want to show you just a regular piece of cardstock. And we're going to clean this carpet. Imagine your high traffic area, just targeting it and having it dry and knowing. So you're still cleaning. Now watch this. but you're adding a perfect amount of solution.
Well, and you know what's so interesting about that? I think that's one of the reasons that people really don't like to clean their carpets, because you get kind of, yes, they're clean, but you get kind of that bad carpet funk, that whole drying time and situation where it just seems like your carpets are wet for the next several days, and then you make another mess because you left so much moisture behind. Oh, okay. That's crazy.
So say goodbye to the soppy wet carpet. Imagine cleaning those high traffic areas, the rugs and the runners, but having them be able to be dry in under 1 hour.
Okay, that's amazing. And by the way, special purchase pricing, so that is for the anniversary or only as long as supplies last. It is free shipping, just like everything we're doing for the anniversary. It's less than $40 to get this at home. Of course, we would love to say hi to you if you're a Bissell fan. This has always been a customer favorite. People love this machine.
Well, this is the most popular deep cleaner Bissell's ever made. It just has all the bells and whistles, and it makes it easy. Another great thing that I think you're really gonna love, other deep cleaners and vacuums, they always have the hose on the back, and that something ends up breaking and it always falls. Bissell said, let's attach it when you want it to. So you're getting the extra long 8-foot hose, and watch this. So right here in the foot plate, you just open this up here. There's no other buttons to push whatsoever, and you just take your hose and you snap it in there, and now the Revolution knows that I'm going to be in my hose mode.
Boy, I'll tell you, wow, that is a long extension hose, isn't it?
To go up and down, we're gonna do stairs in a second. To be able to have this on your ground floor and go up and down. Now, we've been doing some remodeling in our home. All of our stuff was really old, and I was trying to get things clean, and I started doing a chair. I did one side of the chair, and I couldn't believe it. So I poured yogurt, but I want you to see the suction just to do your upholstery and having a deep cleaner.
Well, and that's just it. If you only did your sofa, if you only did your upholstery, if you only did your decorative pillows, boy, oh boy, that is gonna pay for itself. Interestingly enough, this actually mimics today's special price. Once more though, we didn't bring in the same quantities that we would have if it were today's special. In fact, I don't know, Adam, can we just show the quantity left real quickly? And the reason I referenced that is we did not bring in tens of thousands of these. So there are actually fewer than 2,000 for the entire anniversary, which is nothing, especially when you consider this is Bissell's #1 carpet cleaner of all time. We can say legally that it outperforms, that it outcleans. Even when Jenny told me that, I'm like, legally we can say it outperforms the #1 rental in America.
And it's like we're going into the holidays right now. We're going into fall. The kids are going back to school. Now go ahead, get that upstairs clean. Go ahead and have this deep cleaner in your closet so that you can tackle all the messes. And I mean, I use my Bissell all the time, and guess what? I mean, I deep clean all the time, and I do my spot cleaning. Accidents happen all the time.
They do.
So say you have pets, okay? I always talk about my dogs and my cats. There's messes everywhere. If you just were to get this for your pets, what would you do? So here you have this. Before, you'd have to spray it and blot it. What I actually did was just kind of push it down. Or what if your kids are having a little snack in the living room, and now you get the jelly, you'd have to blot it, but now I've got sugar everywhere. That's not good for your carpet. I want you to watch what we have here. We've got some puppy paw prints, I've got some jelly, and then we have the old secret mess. Do you have the secret stain? We're gonna get rid of that.
The secret stain.
You've all got that one spot. Now watch this.
We do. Oh, that's funny. But it really is true. And you know, the other thing about Jenny referencing that secret stain is when you have this at the ready, you get things before they do become a stain. You get them before they are more than a secret. And you get really at the source. Remember, we can say legally, this outperforms. It outperforms, it outcleans that leading rental. We're duplicating really another today's special price. So it's the lowest price that we've ever offered it at. It's Bissell's #1. And as Jenny does this, also notice, if you can push your vacuum, you're going to get professional results. And Jenny, it's too bad we don't have one of those leading rentals out here, because they're like, you know, SpongeBob SquarePants. They're huge. They're clunky. They're hard to maneuver. They're hard to navigate. They don't turn on a dime like this does. And there is such a competitive difference. And plus, you don't know whose mess you're inheriting.
No, and that's just it too. They don't run them out. I'm so glad that you brought what a leading rental unit is. If you've ever seen one, it looks almost like a toothbrush.
It does.
You're right.
You're
going to get these dual rotating power brushes. These are thousands of rotations per minute that scrub your floors, and that formula is constantly being added onto the brush roll, so you're constantly cleaning and scrubbing, and then you have the extraction bar here. That's what's pulling up the dirt and the grime that you're scrubbing, but it's also pulling up that moisture. Because let's face it, if you've ever had a professional come to your home, you know that sometimes you have to tiptoe, or they have those little booties on, because the carpet's so wet. With the Revolution, you can do, we've done all kinds of different carpets, high pile, low pile, your wall to wall, the rugs, the runners. You can do that express mode.
You can. And remember, we would love to say hi to you. With hundreds of you joining us in the various forms of ordering, I can tell you, the fewer than 2,000 that we have, part of the reason this is, you do not have an airing of this scheduled tomorrow. This is it. Is because we didn't bring in tens of thousands of these. So we'll show you that quantity left one more time. And you know, that's not to, you know, be alarmist as much as it is to say, if you're going to get a Bissell, and people love their Bissell, get their best. And this is the elite, it's the most requested, it's the highest reviewed, it's the best performance. And I know you just saw it moments ago, but fewer than 2,000 for the entire anniversary. We'll pay to send it to you. We're taking over $50 off. That free shipping is, in fact, I don't think we have a number allocated to that, but generally speaking, that'd be about—
It's a big box.
I was gonna say, it's probably, it's probably about $25 shipping,
Well, I mean,
would be my guess.
There's a couple things that I love really about HSN. A, it's you get all the extra tools that you can't get anywhere else, but B, it just shows up at your door.
It does.
I mean, I'm 5'4", so for me to get a big box and lift it into my car and then have to put my seat down,
I know.
This delivers.
It does.
And it takes about 5 minutes to set up, which I also love. Because I mean, if you've just rented that machine, first of all, it's hard to get in your car, but the tools are extra. You don't even get the hose, and this is where the freedom really starts, okay? So let's go ahead. We have some paint here. I'm gonna pour this. This could be that puppy stain. We've got some wine, and let's just do a little yogurt. This is what you're gonna be able to attack on your own time. So watch this.
And as Jenny does that, again, I just want to point out, you're getting the same cleaning power even when you're using the attachments. And that is huge to me, because it's one thing to have that kind of power in your bare floors, but I gotta be honest, when I think of my living room, honey, I eat, drink, snack, it all goes down on that couch. I mean, it does. So as much as I hate to think about it, my sofa and my upholstery might actually be dirtier than the carpets. Because yeah, sure, you're walking on the carpets, the pets are on the carpets, the kids, the cats, the dogs are crawling on the carpets. But if you eat in a recliner, you snack in a recliner, you have your coffee and creamer, you know, things get spilled, you know, it all builds up.
And this is where, I mean, we live in all kinds of different fibers and fabrics. And what I love too, I mean, A, the studio smells great. Because maybe you have a smoker in the house, or there's just smells. I mean, right now we have our ACs on, but the heaters are gonna be on. And the inside of our home really traps a lot of odors, and a lot of them are in our carpets. When you start using your Bissell Deep Cleaner, you're gonna be able to protect your carpets from future stains, because the formulas have Scotch Guard. Now let me show you what that means. It means the more you use your formula, the more protected your carpets are gonna be, and they're gonna repel stains. So here, a little science experiment, we have 2 carpet swatches, okay? One has Scotch Guard that you're getting in your formula, and one does not. So I wanna show you the magic, what happens when you have Scotch Guard. So we're gonna add the Scotch Guard right here. So now see, both of them are completely concentrated with the red. It's that little red drink, we all love the powder. Now watch, I'm gonna just shake it off here.
Oh, wow.
And look what happens. Do you see what's happening? And I'll even do it to the side so you can see it's not rushing down. The pet stains, the wine stains, the more you just start using your Bissell Deep Cleaner on your carpets with your patented formula, it's literally gonna repel future stains. You almost can't make stains sometimes when you start using your Bissell.
You know what, can they make all my clothes out of that?
Because, they could try.
Yeah,
we could
seriously,
do it.
I am like a walking stain magnet. It's one of the reasons I usually bring 4 or 5 different outfits to HSN. And,
you know,
right?
Well, I'm constantly, but you know what? I do that on my carpets.
Yes.
Even today, you know, we had a lot of fun shows here for Bissell, and so I was, you know, sitting on the couch having something. I spilt my soda, I spilt my diet soda, and I spilt my food at the same time. And I'm a mom. So imagine just if you have a couple kids in the house, if you have pets. I mean, maybe this kind of happens. Okay, let's just do, maybe it's a sport drink. We're gonna show you when the accidents really do happen, how you're really gonna wanna have that Revolution,
absolutely. But you know what, consider the alternative. If you don't have this, what's mom doing? You're grabbing the paper towels, you're grabbing the rag, And guess what? You're actually pushing the material
down to the carpet.
Further, actually down into the nap of the carpet, which is actually making the problem worse. So when you have something like this, you're getting to the source, you're getting to the root of the problem, and you're preventing the stain before it even happens.
And this is a large tank. You're gonna be getting almost a gallon capacity to be able to pick up these big messes.
Well, and honestly, the kind of mess that Jenny is, well, I say vacuum because it's as easy as pushing your vacuum, which the other guy is not, and this outperforms it. But she had sticky, she had creamy, she had kind of milky kind of messes. So that's the other thing that I love about this. Usually when I spill something, I go to the Google machine because I'm like, okay, what do I do for red wine? What do I use for soda? What do I use for salsa? You know, you start to think, okay, there's always a different methodology for each type of mess. And this is non-denominational. It doesn't matter if it's sticky, creamy, milky, wet, chunky.
Yogurt, applesauce. You can go ahead and do, you know, paint, makeup, mascara, all these things that get on our carpet, or just over time. They say if there's 2 people that live in a home, that you should, to help keep your carpets clean and sanitized, that you should deep clean them once or twice a year.
Yeah.
If you have kids, 1 or 2, you add 1 or 2 times for that. And if you have animals, you add 1 or 2 times for those.
Right.
You pop your lid your tank right back in. If you can't remember the last time you deep cleaned your carpet, I know you may vacuum all the time and you look at your carpet and you think it's okay. This is what lives in our carpets. And if you have those smells, you have that, your carpet's looking worn and torn, just try the Revolution and have it get down and really be able to pull out this mystery stuff. Of course, we saw what this is, but a lot of times when you do it, you're gonna be amazed when you think it's clean, it comes out almost even a darker color.
Yeah, I know, that's why I say, it's a little unappetizing, yet at the same time, it's very soul satisfying. Because people like to see
you want to see your mess.
You want to see your mess.
Yes, you do.
You do. And that's what's so fun about this. It really is instant gratification. And trust me when I tell you, even when Jenny did one of those first demos, it really kind of, you know, it was a little unappetizing, but that carpet didn't even look bad.
No, it doesn't. And you know, I want to go back over to this because I want to show you, just compare, like we can see this side. I know we're going a little off key, but a lot of us maybe have this where you think over time that maybe it's the light bulbs or it's just a little dim or just high traffic.
Just
it's just
a little
old.
dingy.
Just watch the look that we're able to get here. And I'm going to just maneuver over because it's so easy.
But, you know, back to my original point, if you didn't see those carpet lines that Jenny created earlier, you might think, okay, well, that's just the color of the carpet. What a difference this makes. I mean, you just don't know what's lurking in your carpet until you get this at home. And that's the other thing. 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Show us your mess. Yeah. Seriously.
And I mean, Bissell, they've been around since 1876. And at Bissell, we know there's lots of choices out there on the market. But that's why, I mean, there's Bissells at places you can rent. I mean, Bissell is a brand that they really are the leader when it does come to all of your deep cleaning or really home cleaning in your house. They last. But what's great too, the white carpet that you invested maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you deserve to have it look like it is when you put it in. Like if you're looking at it now going, oh, it's kind of dingy, give yourself that treat and go ahead and deep clean it so it looks great.
Well, and that's just it. To do it so affordably, for truthfully, probably the cost of 2 or 3 rooms. If you were to have somebody...
I got one in the mail for $199 for 2 rooms and a couch.
For 2 rooms and a couch.
And then it was gonna be almost 4 weeks out to make it. Well, I want it done now.
Absolutely, and that's just it. And then you have, the whole family's held hostage. You gotta evacuate, you know, what are you gonna do with the cats and the dogs? And you gotta make sure that you're not sitting on the sofa because it's probably gonna be very, very dewy, very moist. So
that's not nice.
It's not nice. And that's the whole idea. You clean that mess as you make it. You can clean as you go. You don't have to evacuate the whole home. You're doing a room or one item at a time, depending on what your needs are. You get the complete, I have to say, I really did, because I'm like, wow, okay, I'm looking for the prices
and
here.
And we hit it back here. I do keep all my tools in the bag, so go ahead and use them. You give them a rinse when you're done, because I want to show, if we have a second, just to show the stair tool over there, I forgot. You're going to get that deep breach tool, the tough stain tool, this is really my go-to. Plus you get that 3-in-1 stair tool that we can just go ahead and add right here, because there's no tool on board.
Hey, Adam, we have what, fewer than 2,000 of these remaining now? So fewer than 2,000. Remember, that is for the duration or for the rest of the anniversary. Well, actually now just a little more than 1,800. And bear in mind, we are duplicating our best price. There is no back order or wait list on this. We're paying to send it to you. That's almost a $20 value in and of itself. And you're getting it at home for less than $40 on your credit card. I haven't seen an attachment quite like that.
This is my favorite tool. Talk about getting professional results. Now I want you to watch. There's 3 different cleaning surfaces. So we're gonna do the flat part, the side, the corners, and the front. So this is really where you can save money.
All right, now check this out. Actually, this has to be unique to Bissell. I mean, as is their heated technology. Oh, that is slick. Oh, I like that. How cool. Oh, Jenny, look at, I have never, ever seen an attachment. I've never seen a tool quite like that. Boy, that is brilliant engineering right there. Well, keep calling under Bissell. Jenny, thank you as always. We will look for you tomorrow. Thank you very much, my friend. I had to get the stairs.
I've got to dot the I.
Exactly. More as we continue.
It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that. The possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started, or if you have a full room devoted to crafting, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say yes to crafting at HSN.
Labellum for HSN is boho, modern, flattering, and comfortable. I've always had an interest in fashion, and being able to incorporate the inspiration from my music and what's comfortable for me to wear on stage, and always looking good, but enjoying what I'm wearing. That was important to me. The Labellum woman is truly every woman.
All right, Linda, come on out here. You know, all the hosts are mad about this product. And maybe it's because we are easily bugged off. You know, it's so funny. I have a very high threshold of tolerance for snakes and mice and everything else. What is it about those bugs,
the
right?
Little things, yes.
The little critters.
I know.
Well, Linda's back, and this is a product that, no kidding, every show host here, I think, uses and loves, because we all want to get back to nature. We all want to do things that are naturally and non-toxic and full of chemicals, but at the same time, we don't want critters. We don't want bugs on our clothes, on our mattress, on our pillows, on our pets, on our stuff. And that's what you're going to do for me.
Exactly. This has been a lifesaver for me this summer. But now we are going into the fall. And the wonderful thing that happens after Labor Day is we get to turn the air conditioning off in some places, open up the windows, let that wonderful air in. But you know what else likes to come into our home? Bugs. Yes. Right? So I want to show you some things that I want you to do now, you know, starting into the season away from summer. First of all, you're going to get, you get the 32-ounce bottle, right? And then you're going to get a travel. First thing I want you to do is fill up this travel bottle, and you're going to get a mixing bottle. Now, I've already mixed this. And the way you mix this is you can just fill up this bottle, pour it in here, fill the rest with water, and you're good to go. Now, why would I use the full version, the original version, over one that's diluted? I'll tell you why. Personally, when I see a bug, I use the original formula. But when I go to the maintenance, I use the maintenance formula.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
it does.
This way, it actually lasts longer, and also I have that full strength. So let's just talk about your home. When you go to spray, and especially around the doors, around the windows, you're going to get these 2 sponges here. So use one of them. put some of the product, put No More Bugs right on the sponge, and then wipe it down on your screens, okay? This is a snake deterrent. You mentioned snakes, funny enough. It actually is a snake deterrent.
Is it really? In fact, you know what, Charlie? We had that little chart. Why don't we go ahead and show that? And then Linda will continue to give you some demonstrations and some information. But boy, the ticks, the rats, the stink bugs, the ants, the dust mites.
Nasty.
Dust mites.
Yes.
Mosquitoes and roaches and no-see-ums and gnats and flies and horse flies. No more bugs. And I think the big thing for me, because I am so uber sensitive, I really have very, very sensitive skin. I have to be really careful with soaps and cleanser, you know, and the whole shebang-o. The first time that I did this with Linda, I'm sure you remember, I'm like, oh, I'm not so sure. Because when guests start spraying things, I'm like, a host might go down. And honestly, part of the reason we love, first of all, I love cedar to begin with. I just do. My mom still has a cedar chest. I love the smell of cedar. And I'm like, oh, I know. I don't have to worry about those chemicals.
Exactly.
Wow, DEET-free, right?
DEET-free. So this is, folks, this is cedar oil. And this, when you spray something with cedar oil, they are protected by bugs. So whether it's your dogs, your cats, horse community loves it. Plants, organic planting is fantastic. I know in Florida, we're gonna start our fall gardens.
Yep, that's true.
Camping, gardening, fishing, tennis, golf, soccer, everything. So remember, this is absolutely natural. Now this is USDA certified, okay? So there, the USDA is saying you can spray this. So let's just start getting to, I mentioned going around the windows, the doors, but I want to, and I'll just use the full strength, well, actually, I'll tell you what, I'll use the one that's diluted because you don't see a bug, right? But I want to point out, where do bugs hang out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they love to go up underneath the baseboard.
You're not kidding.
So I want you to spray this area. I want you to spray your floors, your carpets, your tile. Remember, this is not going to stain anything. Wow. Okay? You can stain your clothes. You can stain your boots. Oh, sure. You can put this on all of your, it doesn't matter if it's your drapes or your furniture.
Oh, I gotta tell you, that smells so good.
Smells good, right?
But you're even putting that's a hardwood floor.
And it's a hardwood floor, right? Wow. And the nice thing about this is when this dries, your puppy dog, your kitty cat, your kids, your grandkids, they can walk along, and so can you.
Can I ask you a stupid question? Okay, so you see a critter, okay? Then you prefer blast it with the original, the undiluted.
Yeah, undiluted right here.
Okay, and then do you do maintenance as needed, or what do you recommend?
I like to do that. You know, it's all different because we're all around the country, right?
Sure.
So as you know your home, and you know how and sometimes when you have, more and more construction in your
There's
neighborhood,
been a lot of rain,
you ever notice that?
And
a lot of
critters
rain
have been coming up through the drain lines in my house.
They do.
Oh,
so I want you to spray around your home. But think about those other areas, like underneath your sink.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Those areas.
Oh, you're right.
I like to blast those areas with the full concentrated version. Okay. Because this is how, so bugs are exoskeletal. Yeah. So they have their spine on the outside. Right? So anyway, what I want you to do, you spray this because when the bugs smell this, they can't breathe and they hightail it out. So notice I'm spraying now the drawer, okay? I want you to spray your drawers. Take your utensils out, take your clothing out. Remember, the moths are coming in. They're gonna be eating the wool. They're gonna be eating all those things. You're getting 2 sponges, and the 2 sponges look like this, and then you put them in water, right? And they're gonna look like this. All you do is you drop them in water. It's that easy.
It is. Hey, don't forget that this is a special configuration just for HSN, and it is only as long as supplies last. $29.95. In fact, do we have auto ship available on this?
I think we do have auto ship.
Do you know what? I'm going to have Adam check because I'm thinking this. I hope this one's on auto ship because I think this is the one. Oh, the big jug,
which is nice because you're going to get the spray bottle, right? And you can put this in either bottle. The spray works on either bottle, and then you can refill it with the gallon. And a lot of people have been doing that. They've been doing it for the summer, and now you can have this year round, which is great.
You absolutely can. I love though that we don't make fabrics exempt, and I think for a lot of of people, especially if you do have babies, sensitive skin, allergies. I'm prone to, like I said, skin reactions.
Me too.
With chemicals.
Absolutely.
And trust me, I would not be standing next to Linda if I were the least bit suspect.
If it smelled bad, yes.
I couldn't. I just couldn't. And oh, you know what? Auto ship is not available, so you might want to grab a couple of these, doggone it. Okay, travel though. The last thing you want are any hitchhikers when you're in a hotel.
Oh my goodness.
Or an airplane.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because I have a girlfriend, I won't say the name of the resort, obviously, but it was a very expensive resort in this Tampa, Orlando area. And by golly, she had hitchhikers when she got home. And you know, so don't think...
They were the kind that infest your whole home.
Yes, and boy, oh boy, then she had a whole situation. So don't for a moment think, oh, it's a 5-star hotel, it's, you know, this or that or the other thing.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Those little guys, they don't care. They'll get whatever they need to do.
Listen, it's so true. I mean, we know this now about, you know, reading the papers.
Yeah.
When you go to travel, this is the travel size. Now, you can bring this on the plane. So
TSA
it is
size.
TSA size. Bring this on. Bring it on your, you know, put it right into your purse.
Why not?
You know, just bring it on the plane. Put it in your luggage. Bring it on your carry-on. I know people that will spray the seats.
I was just going to say, because the seats...
We don't know, right?
I know,
when we're
so
traveling
funny.
abroad and even in the country, you're right about the 5-star hotels. You can get a 1-star bug in a hot second.
That's exactly right. 5-star hotel, you know, and a 1-star bug. Yeah. You know, it's like they don't discriminate. Trust me.
So I spray the outside of the bag.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I spray the inside of the bag before I put any clothes in it. I bring this with me, and I do the same thing on the bed.
Smart.
You know, I mean, I don't bring the black light to the hotel because I'm afraid. But I do bring this. I bring this.
That's a little TMI. That's a little too much information for me,
yes.
right?
I still want to sleep on it, right?
Exactly. Yes. But remember, whether it's ticks or fleas, for heaven's sake, stink bugs, ants, dust mites, all those little critters living in the mattress and, you know, the beds and you name it. Roaches, mosquitoes, no-see-ums, gnats, flies, horseflies. I know Linda already mentioned it, but, you know, snake deterrent as well, which is kind of like an added bonus as well. And the best part for me, though, it is not a person repellent, because I don't care. I think I could argue with everyone except for Connie Craig Carroll. She might be the one person who works here who might have, you know, worse sensitivity to things than me. But honestly,
I am very.
I see, and that's just it.
Yeah.
Because no kidding, I get very nervous, like when I've got different cleaners and things like that on the air, because even if I'm not spraying it in particular, I can still have a reaction, and I can promise you, if anybody was gonna, you know, puff up, cough, sneeze, it'd be you or I.
Absolutely, I don't know. Maybe we have, you know, we could do our DNA.
Exactly.
But I have the DNA that also my skin is very irritated. My nose, I'm like part wolf, I think, and I have to have things that smell good. They smell delightful, and I like anything that's more earthy anyway. Yeah. So this is cedar oil. That is it. That is the finest cedar oil. It's actually made in the USA. This is a woman-owned company.
I know. I was going to mention that.
I love that, and I love supporting that, and I love to support all the companies that are everything that's made in the USA.
I know. When this debuted here at HSN, we were all so in love with it. I mean, well, first of all, I'll say we were all a little nervous about it because you know, you're like, oh, bug deterrent. You know, it's going to stink or be caustic, et cetera, et cetera. It's a nice, healthy, non-caustic, non-chemical, non-toxic, but doggone it, effective way to keep the critters at bay. And whether it's the little hitchhikers in the bed or the mattress or on your suitcase or in your bathroom, on your tile, on your carpets, on your rugs, and whether it's fleas or ticks or mosquitoes or, I mean, go down the list, a natural deterrent. And boy, oh boy, I think you're gonna love this. I actually kind of crave that. There's something about it.
Nice.
It reminds me of home in a way.
It reminds me of my grandmother, the chest that they'd have, the closets, absolutely.
It does. And I love the idea though that you can mix and match, you can create your own, you can use it either in the undiluted or diluted. Of course, when you get this at home, I would definitely dilute that travel size so that that's at the ready, so that it's there for you.
Absolutely. When I travel, I actually keep it like I do the full dose in it.
Oh, do you?
Personally, because
actually, that is a good idea.
You know, because I just want to make sure I'm really super
smart.
safe.
I mean, that is
know
actually
my
really
home
smart.
and I know what goes in it. I don't know what's going on in a hotel room.
No, you're right. You are right.
So you fill up the travel bottle, put it in your empty one for maintenance, and you're good to go.
Sounds good, Linda. Thank you. Always good to see you. All right, we are scooting along, and we've got one more quick little buy before we clear the way for Mike Lindell and MyPillow. And boy, oh boy, Adam, I don't know if we can share a little sneak peek of that, but if you have not seen the Today's Special, I have already purchased 2 of them. I'm probably gonna buy another one during my show with Mike, and I know he would love to meet and greet you. If you're one of the 40 million people who have it in the United States and Canada, of course, stop by and say hi. Well, hi, Carrie McNally. How are you?
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. So I gotta sit down the big girl
Let there be
shoes.
light.
Let there be light. No more naked bulbs.
Shannon and Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie and Shannon.
Carrie and Shannon.
Yeah, that's right.
The Carrie and Shannon show.
That's right.
So no more naked bulbs.
No more naked bulbs.
But never having to worry about hiring a contractor, a carpenter, an electrician. And the thing about this is, did I hear correct? 45. Do you know, I'm going to make you say it because
wrap our brains around that, folks.
Because you know
lighting fixture that will last 45.6 years.
Okay, that makes me nervous.
And will also save you 22%.
Wow.
22% in energy costs.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, actually no.
Okay.
It's 78% in energy costs because it only uses 2.2, it's 22 watts versus 100 watts.
Wow.
This is it. This is the genius right here. This is the Eyebright Jumbo Spin Light, the brightest idea in lighting. I wish I invented this. I didn't, but here's the deal. So if you have a naked bulb in your house, this has a male on the bottom of it. You simply screw this in, and now you have a beautiful polycarbonate and aluminum flush mount fixture that will last 45.6 years. And you can install it in less than 15 seconds. You ready? Come on around here, I wanna show you this. So here's my naked bulb right here, right? It's unsightly, maybe it's under the closet, or under the stairs, or in the closet, or down in the basement, or in the man cave, or in the garage, right? It's unsightly, it doesn't work for anybody. Now, these are incandescent bulbs, right? They last for 11 months, usually, and they burn hot at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is how quickly you can install yourself a beautiful flush mount fixture that will last for 45.6 years, right? So let's count together. Again, it just has a male on it. How many carries does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just the one. Here we go. So I'm just gonna push this right in, just like you would normally screw in any light bulb. This is the Eyebright Spin Light, and it doesn't get any brighter than this. How beautiful is this? It's a 100-watt equivalent, but it's soft, it's flattering. It will work with a switch, just the way you have it. And instead of spending $100, $150 for an electrician to come over, or heaven forbid doing that yourself, which is downright dangerous, this is how simple and easy it is to install the Eyebright Spin Light. And when we talk about 45.6 years, this is why. There are 44 individual LED, so that's light emitting diode. It's infinitely more efficient, and it will last, I don't know how many, that's 45 times longer, right? So here you have 44 of these individual lights, and they're all part of a polycarbonate shatterproof design, and this is gonna last you 45.6 years. That's how simple and easy it is. And whenever we do these shows, usually people buy 2 or 3 of them. So if you take a moment right now and think, okay, how many naked bulbs do we have in the house? Let's see, there's two or three closets, we've got under the stairs, we've got the attic, we have the basement. The other part of this too, if it's up high, right, if it's in an attic or someplace like that, you won't have to climb on a ladder to replace that one light bulb for 45 years. I would love to be around for another 45 years. I don't know. I think these things are going long after I'm gone. But the beauty here is it sips 22 watts versus 100 watts. And according to my math, that's a 78% savings on your energy costs. And you know, 20% of your electrical bill is strictly for lighting. So just imagine, these pay for themselves in no time. So just think right now, or maybe walk around the apartment, the house, the condominium, or the co-op, or wherever you are, and count how many naked bulbs you got, and grab them for $13.32. If you don't absolutely love them, and they are a customer pick, they're 5-star award winners, I want you to send them back, but I know you'll love them, and I know you'll recommend them to family and friends because they are just a genius, brilliant idea.
And you know what? They're good looking. I mean, not for, like you.
Oh, wait, what? So are you, young lady.
I'm back. So very streamlined. Actually, Adam, which is the most limited? So we're calling it bronze. It's bronze?
Yep,
Okay,
bronze.
we're calling bronze. We have the white on white.
White on white and then silver, sort of the stainless steel kind of thing.
You know, when I saw you do this, white is the most limited. When I saw you do this earlier, you know, it still kind of freaks me out that it's this easy.
I wish I invented this.
Right?
This is like hook and loop, you know? This is like
Actually, you're
one of
right.
those
That's a good
inventions where
analogy.
you go, this is so brilliant because it's just, all it is this.
Yeah.
Right? But then they're using 21st century technology to have the LED lights in there and 78% less electricity and something that lasts 45.6.
That's
and
crazy.
Oh, by the way, sometimes they'll try to, you know, play, you know, games with those numbers. Well, if you leave it on for an hour, should last for 25 years. But, well, no, this is 3 hours a day.
Oh, no kidding.
For 4.5 decades.
Holy
3 hours a day.
schmoly,
And these
man.
are typically in places where you aren't going to have them on for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Because you'll have them downstairs in the basement. You go down and get something.
Right.
You go up into the attic. You go into the stairs. But if this is going in a closet, if you live in an older house, or maybe you have a cedar closet or whatever you have, if you notice that when you flip that naked light on, you're blinded for 45 seconds.
No joke.
Now, if that is on a flight of stairs, that's downright dangerous,
You're
right?
right.
But
You're
again, it's as simple as just as an elegant design as possible. I'm just going to go ahead and install this. Let's count, shall we?
Okay.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. I'm doing this one-handed. 1006. So
Now you're just showing off.
6 or 7 seconds to install a flush mount, beautiful, shatter-resistant.
That's crazy.
Amazingly efficient. I'm trying
Can
to
I
think of
tell
all
you
these
though,
adjectives.
it looks expensive. And
Yeah, it does.
I
Sure
say
does.
that because it looks it looks very similar to a couple of the entry hallway lights that are in my parents' house. And I can tell you, well, they spend more than $39.95.
And those are glass,
and
they're super heavy, and
yes.
you have to replace, you know, those bulbs every 11 months. And why is that? Because they burn at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If you had an easy bake oven, you could bake in a cardboard box with a light bulb. Because they burn at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's why they only last for 11 months. These are gonna it's never gonna be hotter than room temperature. And they're going to last for 45 years because there are 44 individual LED lights built into this technology.
Wow.
And it's just a brilliant design. Hey, by the way, we include the wiring if you did want to hardwire it.
Yeah,
but
okay.
99.9% of people just screw it in.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, just screw it in.
you know, I guess you could, if you want to do that, it's nice that you have options.
Yep.
But remember, the white will sell out first, and what a nice way to upgrade those little alcoves, those little areas where you need that light, but you don't need a lot of hassles. My home is at the age where everything, you know how one thing goes and another thing goes, it's like that cascade. And I gotta tell you, just the added stress of trying to find somebody to come in and do something and then completely reroute my sleep schedule around having someone to come by. Just the advantage of being able to do this yourself, let alone the fact that it's efficient, lasts longer than the other lighting, you know, and you can't screw it up. What's not to love?
You don't screw it up, you screw it in. That's all you do.
There's that.
And you know, this thing, I actually, I'm not kidding about this. Just to see if we could do it,
okay.
This is the polycarbonate, so it's never gonna shatter, right?
Yeah.
We played Frisbee with this the other day.
Did you
in the
really?
park across the street. I just was kind of curious, is this thing gonna fly?
Carrie, you
But
cracked me up.
we played Frisbee with this thing for I don't know how long, and it was fine. I put it right back on the thing and put it back on. It's so well made. It's such an ingenious idea. Eyebright, the brightest idea in lighting. And once again, unsightly, inefficient, and downright dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? Unsightly, it's a naked bulb. Inefficient, they last 11 months and they burn really hot. Downright dangerous, 350 degrees. And sometimes they just will pop on you and they'll you know, or they'll break off and then you've got to, you know, to really shut off all the power.
Off. Yeah, that's
but
true.
I was electrocuted just briefly once when I was in a garage band.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, I was plugging in an amp and I touched the thing and I passed out for a split second. And to this day, you know, people wonder why I am the way I am. No, but to this day, I'm not going anywhere near anything electrical, let alone install some, you know, flush mount lighting fixture. Not in this lifetime, absolutely not. I'll spend the money if I have to, but it's $150 at least to get somebody to come over the house. Versus this ingenious idea. This is almost as smart as the MyPillow, by the way, which is coming right up. It lived in Minnesota.
Do you know,
I lived in Minnesota for 9 years, big fan.
I know,
Just
it's true.
shout out. So here we go. This is how we can do it. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. I just installed a flush mount lighting fixture for what, 13 bucks?
Yeah,
right?
one-handed.
13, one-handed.
Yeah,
it's gonna last 45.6 years, and it saves 78% in energy costs.
That is crazy. Boy, you do that math, and I mean, honestly, I realize that my power bill is probably a little bit higher just because I run that air. You know, my air earns its credit at my house, but this is something that requires no effort to install, no effort to run, no extra power pricing. It looks great, it's sleek, it's streamlined. What do you have in your house right now that's gonna, you know, outlast you? I'll tell you, 45 years,
Yeah, I'm not gonna be.
this is gonna be around longer than me.
I'm not gonna be here. 45 years.
Right? I mean, that's what's so crazy.
Unless they come up with some very special
Well, you
new
never
kind of
know.
something or other.
Who
but,
knows?
But I have like 60 seconds left, and as I said before, whenever we have this on the air, people buy 2 or 3 or 4 of them, or they say to themselves, oh, the kids, they have that closet or that spot underneath the stairs, you know, and when you flip on a naked bulb, we all know this, we're blinded for about 45 seconds. And if you're going up or down a flight of stairs or going up an attic thing, it's downright dangerous. But here's the technology. 44 individual light emitting diodes, LEDs. They burn cooler and a lot longer. And this is going to give you a soft 100 watt equivalent at just 22 watts. So you're going to save 78% in energy costs over 4.5 decades.
Wow. I mean, and 5-year warranty too, I believe too. So at $13.32, it's obviously going to pay for itself over and over and over again. And it looks stylish. It's streamlined. It gives you just that perfect amount of ambient light. No more naked bulbs.
No more naked bulbs. And it's patented technology. You can't find this anywhere else. And if you saw it in a brick and mortar store, you'd walk by it. You wouldn't know what is it, right?
It's true.
Here,
Absolutely.
You get to bring them to life.
Well, thank you for illuminating us, Carrie.
Oh, it's my
we'll look
pleasure.
for you soon. My Pillow, last show coming up.
Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by